Civic Welfare Training 2 is the advanced hands-on components of the National Services Training Program with the NSTP under the Commission of Higher Education RCHED guidelines in the Philippines. Building one foundational concepts of civic responsibility taught in CWTS1 such as understanding the role of citizens in the nation building basic community dynamics and social issues. CWTS2 shifts to focus to active engagement, practical application, and collaborative problem solving within local communities. The program emphasizes that students are not just learners but agents of positive change, tasked with translating knowledge into action to address real-world challenges affecting to people and the core objectives of CWTS2. The program is designed with clear, measurable goals to ensure students develop both technical skills and a strong sense of social commitment. First is cultivate social responsibility. To help students recognize their role in addressing societal gaps and encourage long-term dedication to serving their communities beyond the duration of the course. Second, build practical competencies to equip learners with essential skills in project planning, implementation, monitoring, and evaluation, tools that are valuable not only in community work but also in professional settings. Third is strengthen community academy partnerships to foster collaboration between educational institutions and local stakeholders, ensuring that service projects are aligned with community needs and contribute to sustainable local development. Fourth is align with national development goals to connect community-level actions to broader national priorities, such as those outlined in the Philippine Development Plan or the PDP, including poverty alleviation, quality education, environmental sustainability, and universal health care. Fifth, Fifth is promote inclusivity and cultural sensitivity to teach students how to engage respectfully with diverse communities including indigenous groups, marginalized sectors, and people with varying socio-economic backgrounds. Key topics and concepts covered. Number 1 is community needs assessments. This is the first critical step in any CWTS2 project as it ensures that initiatives are responsive to what the community actually need, not just what students or institutions assume is needed. Methods of assessment. Students learn to use tools like surveys, focus groups, discussions, K-informant interviews with community leaders or residents, and direct observation to gather data. Identifying priority issues. Common community concerns that may emerge include education, lack of access to learning resources, out-of-school youth, low literacy rate, health and sanitation, limited access to clean water, poor waste management, lack of health information or services, environment, illegal logging, improper waste disposal, population in rivers and public spaces, climate change, vulnerabilities, livelihood, limited jobs, opportunities, lack of skills training for small-scale entrepreneurs. Social cohesion. Issues related to discrimination, conflict resolution, or lack of community spaces for collaboration. Analyzing data. Students are taught to organize and interpret collected information to identify root causes of problems, not just symptoms, ensuring projects address the source of issues rather than providing temporary fixes. Second, project design and management. Once a need is identified, students work in groups to plan and develop a feasible service project. This section covers the full project cycle. Defining objectives, setting clear, specific, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals for the project. For example, a tutorial program might aim to improve reading comprehension skills of 20 out of school youth in barangay within 3 months. Creating a work plan, outlining tasks, assigning roles to group members, setting timelines, and identifying required resources. Budgeting and resource mobilization, learning to allocate funds efficiently, source materials through donations or partnerships, and work within limited resources, often collaborating with LGUs or local businesses for support. Risk management, identifying potential challenges, whether disruptions, lack of materials, and developing contingency plans to address them. Number 3. Ethics in community service. Ethical practice is central to CWTS2, ensuring that projects benefits communities without causing harm or creating dependency. Informed consent, ensuring community members understand the purpose, scope, and expected outcomes of the project before participating, and respecting their right to decline involvement. Cultural respect, learning about and honoring local customs, traditions, and values, avoiding actions that might be considered disrespectful or inappropriate. Empowerment over charity, focusing on building community capacity rather than just providing handouts. For example, instead of distributing food regularly, a community a project might teach residents how to start a community garden for sustainable food security. Confidentiality, protecting sensitive information shared by community members during assessment or interactions. Accountability, being transparent about how resources are used and communicating progress to both the community and academic institution. Sustainability principles. A key goal of CWTS2 is to ensure projects have lasting impact even after the course ends. Building local capacity, training community members to take over project activities, like teaching parents to lead tutorial sessions or equipping residents with skills to manage a waste segregation program. Linking to existing initiatives, aligning programs with ongoing efforts by LGUs or to avoid duplication and leverage existing support system. Environmental sustainability, ensuring projects minimize negative environmental impact and promote eco-friendly practices. Planning for long-term maintenance, developing plans for how the project will be sustained financially or through community contributions. Number 5. Monitoring documentation and evaluation. Tracking progress and measuring outcomes is essential to understanding a project's impact and improving future initiatives. Monitoring, regularly checking if the project is on track to meet its objectives, adjusting activities as needed, and keeping records of attendance, materials used, and challenges faced. Documentation, capturing the project through photos, videos, written reports, and testimonials from participants. This not only serves as a record for the course but also helps share successes with other communities or stakeholders. Evaluation, assessing whether the project has achieved its goals, gathering feedback from community members and group members, and identifying lessons learned to inform future work. Academic institutions, coordinating with course instructors, or university offices to ensure projects comply with program guidelines. 6. Partnership building. Successful community projects rely on collaborations with various stakeholders. The LGU, or local government units, working with barangay officials or municipal offices to secure permits, access venues, or connect with community members, non-government organizations, or the NGOs, partnering with groups that have expertise in specific areas to access resources or technical reports, community leaders engaging with barangay captains, elders, or youth leaders to gain trust and ensure projects are welcomed and supported by the community.